right, guys. I didn't jinx myself that bad. I don't believe. I'm really excited with what I did. I really am. Um, so I'm excited with the outcome. Okay, that's what I'll get to. I'm excited about the outcome and about my day one. I had, other than some minor things, I had actually 15-15. I had 3 fish die on me. I don't remember weighing in a dead fish in the last 3 or 4 years. Something got hung up in my aerator, and so I went to go make a big run around 9:30, probably a 30-minute run. And a 30-minute run probably wasn't that bad. I put everything on recirculate because I had everything on fill. And when I got to the place, I fished for a while, and I didn't catch a fish for a while. I think my climber caught one, and he looked in there and said, "Hey man, I got one trying to die." And I was like, "Okay, I wonder what that's about," because it's early and it's not hot. And I looked in there, and I had 2 die. So yeah, I just put it on fill for the rest of the day and never had it. I think the other one that I had in there at the time, because I had some still alive, and then yeah, it just kind of sucks. And then I get done at the end of the day, and I check my recirculate, and they're freaking working fine, like pumping water like crazy. I don't know. Sometimes things just happen, right? And I lost 3/4 of a pound because of it. So I think I'd be tied for 10th place. So only 2 spots, but it's not so much the spots, it's more the weight that matters, because with Angler of the Year, of course I knew it. Steven went out there and freaking caught him. So he's in like 6th place, which is fine. Like I said, all I got to do is do my job. But man, here's what I want to talk to y'all about. To this day, I just don't get fishing. Like sometimes I don't get. Here's what I don't get. After all these years, I don't understand how you can have 2 to 3 days in a row where you catch them with such ease, and then tournament comes, and it's not like, okay, it's a little bit there. It's like non-existent. And that's what happened today. I went out there and caught some on shad spawn. Okay, I figured I'd do that. But those were just keepers. Those were my 2 dead ones that I actually weighed them in. But that's all they were going to be. Were keepers, and I'm not upset with them. I'm just saying, like, that wasn't what I was going after from the get-go. I had 2 patterns working. Normally I have 1 really good pattern, okay, that I think I'm going to catch most of my fish on, and then I have like maybes and backups and things like that. I had 2 where it didn't matter which one I went and did. I thought one was going to be more consistent and a gimme, and then the other one had potential for a bigger bag, but it scares the fire out of me. Like, scares me, and there's a reason why. I'm not gonna really just say I do make the cut. I don't really want anyone knowing what I'm doing. So hopefully, if I make the cut, I'll tell everyone what I'm doing then. But man, the one that was like guaranteed, I never caught a fish doing it. Like, I had spent so much time going and figuring it out, where to go do it and how, and it was so easy. I must have had 40 bites doing it, and I had over 20 pounds, just 2.5 to 3.5 pounders galore. And it went away. It went away, and I kind of know a little bit about why it went away. If I say why it went away, people will know where I'm at. But I've never seen that happen before. What happened? And then the other one was something scares the heck out of me. I don't like doing it. I don't want to do it. And this is the reason why. And I went and did it one day and did pretty good. And then the day before the tournament, I did it, and I mean, it was on. And I did catch some fish doing it. I caught a 4-pounder doing it, but I did it a lot for very little bites. I had 1/4, a 4, and like a 3.25 or something, maybe a 3.5. I'm not sure. And all three of those were doing something different. Nothing I did, nothing I did, I caught like 4 or 5 fish on, right? So yeah, it's why I'm not overly thrilled about tomorrow and what scares me, because I figure 12 pounds will probably do it. If I'm being honest, I think 12, and it doesn't even have to be like mid 12s, just like 12 even. I think 12 even will probably do it. That'll give me around 27. 13 something is in like 25th place. I still have a couple spots to deal with after that, like 28, and that's if Steven wins it. I think he's going to make the top 10, so I can't drop too far below 30th. And even then, if I do 30th, he might come in first or second, and I get beat. So, I mean, I've got to go out there and catch at least 12. I think that'll do it. It gives me the best chance, because it's always harder on day 2. But there's a lot of 12s and 13s. So, I mean, if some guys catch a half pound more tomorrow, right? I mean, we're looking at 10 to 15 spots. So I got to be aware of that. I got myself a little cushion, luckily. But, and then some things are weighing on me, because I'm going to be an early boat. I get to start kind of where I want to. I could start where I think I have a better chance of catching a little bit bigger fish, barely. Probably won't catch 5. Or I can start another spot and 100% catch 5. 100%. And I could still possibly catch a big one. But, because my buddy Gilbert, when he practiced with me, he did catch a big one there in practice. But it's a fluke. Now there's hundreds and hundreds of fish there. I assume it's still going on. It might not be as good, but I'm sure it's going on. I have one little thing that I'm not saying my co-angler caught some fish on, and then I kind of changed up a little bit. I've got that kind of working too. I think I can catch some fish doing that, maybe. I just don't know. I've got that other area. So I've got 2 areas where I had that one pattern working, and the other area is not as big a ones. But I think some things might not have changed. I might go up there, but I got to drive again, and I wasted some time. I wasted a lot of time today doing that. I still don't know what I'm gonna go do. It's gonna happen around 9 or 9:30 when I look up and go, do I want to keep doing this, or do I have to make a change? I'm gonna try to have a small little plan ready, but probably not too much of a plan, because plans sometimes get you in trouble. And I kind of winged it today, and it worked out. And sometimes that's the best thing. I have to put my head down and do something though. Like, that's what got me that 4-pounder. I have to put my head down and fish. And if you see, when I made my last video, well, I guess it's in the private channel. That's what that video is about. It was about Toledo Bend and the whole open, and it's called Headstrong Waters. And I called it Headstrong because no one's really asked me why I named it that. I thought about it for a while. I haven't told anyone why. I named it that because I wouldn't say I was hard-headed, but I was like, man, I don't care about anything else. I'm gonna be really diligent, put my head down, not waver from something that I don't think's that good right now, but I'm kind of good at it. So I went with my strength, even though I don't think it was really what was the deal. But I was like, hey man, I'm gonna live and die with what I know how to do, and I'm just gonna do it better than everyone else. Look at this. Who's calling? Oh, my boy Kelly. I'm gonna have to answer that. All right. Wish me luck, guys. See y'all out there.